What does it really take to keep going, to stay motivated, to pursue your mission with high energy and inspiration? Hi everyone, my name is Dominique Narciso Kim, and I help creative women solopreneurs start a mission-driven business. So I've been thinking over the past several weeks, what is it? What are the lessons that I've learned as a mission-driven woman solopreneur? And what can I bestow upon you if you are thinking about starting a business or thinking about a career change or thinking and pondering about what would make you feel more fulfilled? I want to share this with you. When you do the work on yourself and you get to know yourself and you reflect on what's meaningful, what success means to you, what kind of contribution you want to make, when you start to align how you live and what you do, those two things, so life and work, right? When you start to align those things, there will be this inner turmoil that happens inside because all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but who you are and who you've always been and what you are doing in the external world, when those two elements are not congruent, you'll feel that resistance inside, like, gosh, like, how do I make this change? What do I do? Why do I feel this way? And the reason that exists is because your life is asking you to level up. It's asking you to transform into a different version of yourself so that you can pursue the mission, so that you can stay motivated, so that you can have high and full energy. Anytime you feel that uneasiness, that is a sign that something's off. Something doesn't feel right. And to trust that as your own body and your own soul telling you, hey Dom, you gotta change directions, or you gotta change things up, or you gotta add more energy here. You have to let this project go, or let that project go. When you're moving into this space of living a mission-driven life, your life and your work, and they start to align with each other, it's gonna ask you to be more. It's going to ask you to let go of things that no longer serve you. Let go of relationships that no longer serve you. Let go of old habits that no longer serve you. All of these things start to come up, especially when you get crystal clear about the mission you're serving. All right. So I want to share with you 5 main lessons that I've learned. And the first is, especially for my high achievers in the group, you have to rest. You have to rest. You have to take pit stops. You have to create space in your life's busyness to rest. Because you, as the solopreneur, you and how you take care of yourself and how you treat yourself, all of that matters in terms of the mission you're serving. So if you are completely depleted, if you're tired and you haven't been eating well or you haven't been sleeping well, take care of yourself first and rest up. Because when you rest, you're fueling yourself up back again so that you can serve. But don't get into that habit of serving and giving and never giving to yourself. So my first lesson as a mission-driven solopreneur is to rest. Take a rest. Include that in your schedule. Resting is being productive. All right, the second is to simplify. Simplify as much as you can, because if you are running a business or you are starting up your business and you are running a family or a household or you have other obligations, everything starts to become like this huge octopus. You're trying to do a million things at once. And so the more you can simplify your processes, what you deliver, your outputs, your daily schedule, all of those things, the more you can simplify your life, the better you can serve your mission and the more time you have to rest. So I'll raise my hand because I'm like that spontaneous combustion creative that gets excited about a lot of things. And, now I'm a few years into my business, I realize simplification. It's all about how can I streamline all of my processes and my ideas and my relationships and the way I live and the way I do business so that I can serve better. The third is to trust your voice. Yes, trust your voice. All of us, each and every single human being, we have our inner guidance, our wisdom, our knowing, our inner voice that is telling us the direction we need to go in, that is nudging us to take that action, that is nudging us to go, create that meeting or to go to that networking event. Trust that voice. That is your intuition speaking to you and telling you and nudging you to be brave, to be courageous, to do the things that you don't think that you're capable of doing. All right, the fourth lesson, so important, so important, so important. Create community. Wherever you go, whatever stage of business you're in, whatever you are building, make sure you have other entrepreneurs, other change makers, other social innovators, other inspired human beings around you, because that is what's going to lift you up when you are feeling down. Just yesterday, I attended a networking event. I only learned about it because another woman entrepreneur that I met at another event invited me to it. She's like, "Hey, Dom, you should come to this event. I think you're going to like it." I'm like, all right. I looked at my schedule. I'm like, I don't have any specific deliverables for that day. Like, let me go network. And it just filled up my soul so much, because it's important to be part of a tribe, to be part of a community that understands the challenges you're going through. If you have chosen this path of entrepreneurship and you are building and creating something that is outside the norm of your social circles and professional circles, don't expect your current network to understand what you're doing. Anytime you're growing and you're becoming a bigger version of yourself, you're going to have to change up your social circles, your professional circles, your networks. You're going to have to create new connections. You're going to have to start talking about this new idea that you have or that you're building. You're going to have to start building that out. And as you build that out, you're going to build a community. But make sure you got people around you, because if you're doing it by yourself and you don't ask for any feedback and you're like just in your, behind your computer, just trying to get things done, it can become a very isolating and lonely experience. And I don't want that for you. As much as entrepreneurship isn't, what everyone does in the world, it affords you an opportunity to create amazing connections with people all over, and to create amazing collaborations, and to learn and to build and to grow. So wherever you are on your journey, make sure that community and relationships are a key aspect of your business, of what you do for your business. Building those relationships. I've only been able to have the business that I've had because of my network, because of what people know that I'm like, they know what I'm doing. They're like, "Oh yeah, Dom, I mentioned your name to my contact, I should connect you with them." And so those are the types of things that are going to build your business, especially when you're starting out and it's small. Your network will build your business for you as long as you keep building that community. You keep serving, you keep showing up, you keep resting, you keep simplifying. And, at a certain point, you're going to get into a rhythm, and you're going to know exactly who you want to serve, exactly how you want to work, exactly where you want to work, when you want to work. All of those things will come with time and with action. And, if you're in that very beginning stage where you just decided, I'm going to go pursue this idea, it's a fun stage. At the same time, give yourself the grace and the space to learn and grow as you're going and as you're building. And finally, lesson number 5, focus on serving. Focus on serving the people that you need to serve. There will be times, because we are human and we have emotions and we can get into our heads, when you think that it's not working, or who am I, or, imposter syndrome, all of these thoughts of self-doubt start to come up. Like, oh, no one's buying, or no one's clicking, or no one's responding. That's okay. Just continue to serve. Be in the energy of service, and eventually, someone will see what you're doing, and someone that has the right vibe and the right intention and the right energy match is going to reach out to you. They're going to be like, hey, Dom, love what you're doing. Like, can we have a coffee? Or, hey, Dom, let's collaborate. I've been watching your work for a while. You never know who is looking at your social media accounts, or even even at kids' parties. Like, anytime you're talking with someone, when you let people know what you're doing and you just continue to be in that space of service, the right people will come your way. The right people will come your way. So those are my 5 major lessons. The first is to rest. Make sure you put rest as a priority in your schedule. The second is to simplify as much as you can the processes that you have for delivering your service, for delivering your product, for serving your customer. Make those processes simple so then you can, have more time and more space to also maybe create more products and services, or just take a vacation. Make sure you simplify your processes. The third is to trust your voice. There is a reason why we get goosebumps, or there is a reason why we get knots in our stomach. To listen to that intuition, because that's also giving you information about which direction you need to go. The fourth is community. Make sure you're continually building your tribe, building your community, building your network, connecting with the right people. You don't have to connect with everybody. Connect with the right people that understand your mission and also that are aligned in terms of your values. You can work with people that you love working with. Like, that is the beauty of being in your own business and running your own business. And finally, focus on service. Serve your clients well, serve your students well, serve your audience well. Give them your magic, your fire, your awesomeness, your beauty, your gold, like all of the things that you want to impart, you want to contribute as a mission-driven woman solopreneur. So there you have it. All my lessons that I've learned so far. I'm sure there will be many more to come, but I just want to say, like, wherever you are on your journey, if you've been sitting on an idea for a year or 2 years or 3 years, or if you've finally taken that first step, you're exactly where you need to be. And at the same time, don't do the work alone. Seek help. Go find mentors. Come connect with me. I would love to help you and serve you. My background has always been in service. I was a Peace Corps volunteer. I worked in the humanitarian assistance field, and I just want to continue to empower you, empower women, empower you to lead, and you to create a life that is meaningful to you. All right, everyone, thank you so much for listening and watching to the Positive Success Show. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you next week.